Good morning/afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to dive into today's topic, educational philosophies and their influence on curriculum design. We'll be exploring the major philosophical approaches that have shaped the way curricula are developed and how these ideas continue to impact modern education in the United States. This is a fascinating area that links theory with practical teaching strategies, and I'm looking forward to sharing insights with you. Let's get started. Philosophy plays a fundamental role in education by shaping what knowledge we value, how we teach it, and why education is important in the first place. It's not just about content, but about the bigger questions of purpose and meaning. This philosophical foundation influences curriculum design at every level, helping us decide what should be taught, how it should be taught, and how we should assess learning. In the context of the United States, understanding these underlying philosophies is crucial for aligning education with broader societal and cultural goals. Ultimately, philosophy ensures that education supports both the personal growth of each student and their development as informed, engaged citizens in a democratic society. Perennialism is all about focusing on ideas that stand the test of time. It centers a curriculum around classic works in literature, philosophy, and science, those that contain enduring wisdom. This approach highlights universal truths, the kind of knowledge that remains relevant regardless of the era. Teachers play a key role here, leading instruction to help students deeply understand these ideas. The goal is to nurture intellectual virtues and encourage critical thinking by immersing students in the great books that have influenced human thought. Ultimately, students are invited to wrestle with fundamental questions that have shaped our understanding of the world across generations. Essentialism focuses on teaching students the core knowledge and skills they need to function effectively as citizens and individuals. This means we emphasize foundational subjects like reading, writing, math, science, and history, all taught through a structured and disciplined approach. The main goal is to prepare students to meet the expectations of society and help create a well-informed, responsible population capable of making meaningful contributions. By maintaining a clear, organized method of instruction, students not only master essential subjects, but also develop competencies that support their personal growth and active participation in the world around them. Progressivism is all about putting students at the center of the learning experience. Instead of passively receiving information, students actively engage with what they're learning, making it more hands-on and experiential. This approach really emphasizes critical thinking and problem solving, encouraging students to connect what they learn in the classroom to real-world situations, which makes the knowledge more relevant and meaningful. The curriculum itself is flexible, designed to adapt to students' interests and needs rather than following a rigid one-size-fits-all plan. Ultimately, progressivism focuses on keeping students engaged and helping them develop a practical, deep understanding of material. Existentialism in education puts a strong emphasis on individual freedom and self-direction. It recognizes that each learner is unique and should have the freedom to guide their own educational experience. This approach supports personalized learning paths, where students explore topics that truly interest them and engage in authentic discovery. The goal is to help learners develop their own identities, encouraging them to take ownership and responsibility for their learning journey. Ultimately, the choices they make should reflect what is personally meaningful and purposeful to them, making education a deeply personal and transformative process. Reconstructionism sees education as a powerful tool to tackle social inequalities and drive meaningful reform. It encourages students not just to learn passively, but to critically examine the problems in society around them. This way, they become active contributors to building a fairer and more just world. The curriculum reflects this by focusing on important social issues, ethical considerations, and community involvement, empowering students to take real action. Ultimately, the goal of education here is to foster informed and engaged learners who play a vital role in advancing society. Pragmatism centers on learning by doing, which means gaining knowledge through practical experience paired with thoughtful reflection. This approach fits well with progressive educational ideals because it tackles real-world challenges and promotes adaptability in learners. When designing a curriculum based on pragmatism, the focus is on equipping students with the skills they need to handle complex, ever-changing situations. Ultimately, the goal is to encourage continuous personal growth and enhance problem-solving abilities that are useful in everyday life. When we look at the philosophical roots of education, several major philosophies have played a crucial role in shaping the way curricula are designed today. These include perennialism, essentialism, progressivism, existentialism, reconstructionism, and pragmatism. Each brings a unique perspective on what education should focus on in modern curriculum development. These diverse philosophies are blended to create an approach that meets the varied needs of students while also addressing wider societal goals. It's not about choosing one philosophy, but integrating several to form a more comprehensive educational experience. One key aspect of this approach is the emphasis on timeless knowledge and essential skills. This provides students with a solid foundation that equips them for lifelong learning. At the same time, modern education values experiential learning and individualization, recognizing that students learn best when their experiences and personal interests are taken into account. Finally, there's a strong focus on social responsibility and practicality. Education today aims to prepare students not just academically, but also to engage thoughtfully with real world challenges, making learning relevant and meaningful. When we think about the implications for educators today, it all starts with understanding the philosophical foundations of education. This knowledge is crucial because it helps us design curricula that truly align with both educational goals and the context of our society. It's not just about what we teach, but why we teach it and how it fits into the bigger picture. At the same time, educators face the challenge of balancing tradition with innovation. By grounding our decisions in philosophy, we can thoughtfully blend tried and true methods with new approaches, ensuring we respond effectively to modern day challenges without losing valuable insights from the past. Another important aspect is fostering inclusive learning environments. A deep understanding of educational philosophy equips us to create spaces where all students feel valued and supported, which is essential for equity and engagement. Finally, this philosophical perspective prepares students to actively participate in an increasingly complex and ever-changing world. It encourages critical thinking and adaptability, which are key for success beyond the classroom. So, in essence, a solid grasp of these foundations empowers educators to shape learning that is meaningful, balanced, inclusive, and forward-looking.